and welcome back to my channel. I don't know, I got really serious then. Hi, my name's Amanda, if you didn't already know that. Why am I saying this? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. We're going to discuss 5 perfumes, so 5 reviews, and again, these were samples that were kindly provided by the store Libertine, so thank you again. Truly thankful for receiving these and having the chance to not only sample perfumes that I've never smelt before, but to then discuss them with you all on YouTube's. Anyway, so gonna put my trusty glasses on so I can actually read and see what I'm actually looking at. And today, to start with, the first one we're going to start with is from the brand Hermetica, and it is called Honey Rush. Ooh, that sounds very... Or Amberbee Honey Rush. Sorry, I'll get it right eventually. So again, that was Hermetica, Amberbee Honey Rush. And that's the little sample packet it comes in. Yeah, it's a thing. Go with it. Anyway, pulling it out of its little sleeve and grabbing a piece of paper. Anyone surprised by this? Surprised by my professionalism and this paper? Yes, you should be. Anyway, let's spray the sample and let's see what we think. So, spray cup 2. And like last time, I'll try not to, immediately bring it to my face. I can smell it straight away. It was very, the first burst was very sweet. I could smell it like honey. Dear me. It smells really nice, actually. Really nice. I'm going to put the little sample down. I'm going to smell it now. Let's see. So first of all, it's hard not to get distracted by the name of the perfume because it is yellow. It's the colour I see. And you think of being yellow, but it, in my mind's eye, yeah, yellow's what comes to mind. It's fresh. It's very sweet. I would say, see, it's again the name, but I'm thinking honey, but I'm actually thinking, which is really strange, raspberries. I don't know why. Because it is very sweet, but I also, I'm picturing raspberries for some strange reason, and I could be, again, completely wrong, and these are my opinions. These aren't any expert opinions. This is just personal opinion, so you can take it or leave it, but yeah, it's very sweet. It's very fresh. I see the colour yellow. I like it. It's just very happy, a very happy perfume, which, how would you say? I would say would be more feminine leaning than masculine. I mean, a man could wear this, but I don't think it's something they would be drawn to be honest. I like how sweet it is and how it's very happy. It's just a very happy smelling perfume. I'm going to put the paper down. I'm going to go to the description. And again, I'm reading these descriptions off the Libertine website. Like I mentioned, bought perfume and received these samples. So let's see what it has to say. And then we'll go from there. So, Hermetica Amberbee comes under the family of soft amber. So soft floral notes mixed with incense and warm spices. Let's read the description. Amberbee is a rich and luxurious fragrance delicately enveloped with myrrh essence. Is that myrrh? Wow, that's exciting. This multifaceted fragrance is brightened by bergamot essence and warmed by sweet amber molecule. Sweet, sunny, velvety. Key ingredients are myrrh essence, bergamot essence, sweet amber molecule. The Vertical Ambers collection, which this falls under, is a molecular corsication? Corsication? Is that the word? Made with different shades of amber molecules. I could have butchered that. Inspired by the Earth's connection to the wider cosmos and the symbolism of the sun, the moon, and the stars. These fragrances hark back to the spirituality of alchemy. Hermetica, so interesting. Speed. The time it takes to have the full impression of the fragrance's DNA is 25 seconds. Wow. And I'm just reading the description and they poo-pooed it. I don't know why. I really like this. Now it's actually changed. I know this sounds really strange, but I think of licorice. I could be wrong, but like talking about Hermetica, and I bought Jade 888 as one of my perfumes. This is it here, which I'll talk about in a separate review, so I can give my full opinion on it. Beautiful bottle, by the way. What they describe as, you know, their philosophy of perfumes and how they're created and the complexity in them, it's just fascinating to me. I love this. I like it because when you first, that initial is sweet, very sweet. And I would say to you, this is still sweet, but it literally, if you like licorice, this smells like licorice. I don't know how they do it. And I wonder what the note is then that makes it smell like licorice. Is it amber? Is it bergamot? I don't know, but that's beautiful. That is so nice. I don't know why they just didn't like. The person who has written a review on here did not like it at all, which is surprising because and again, it comes down to perfume being subjective, doesn't it? Because everyone has a personal opinion on what they like and what they don't like. But I really like that. That's amazing. Nice. Let's go to number 2, shall we? Number 2 is from the house Juliette Has a Gun, and this is called Sunny Side Up. And here's a little cute little box. Aww. These boxes are so cute. There we go. Juliette Has a Gun, Sunny Side Up. Let's smell it. Let's get into it. Let's get excited. I'm feeling it. That Hermetica has put me in a good mood. I don't know what it is. Loving it. Okay, let's spray this. Let's see if it can outshine Hermetica. Let's spray it. I can smell it straight away. Both were very projecting. This makes me think straight away of the colour green. Very, very fresh. Let's smell it. Get into it. I'm not quite sure what the smell is. I like it. I don't dislike it. It's gone from green to yellow. And it could be because I'm distracted by the name, but I'm seeing green to yellow. Or both colours. It actually reminds me of something. It reminds me of a smell that I know, and I'm trying to, in my mind's eye, I'm trying to work out what that smell is. I know this sounds really horrible, but again, it smells like a certain type of cleaning product, and I don't know which one. I just, yeah. You know what it smells like to me, and it's but similar but not the same. And don't be distracted by this, because I actually like the smell of it. But I'll tell you what it is. Glen 20. You know, the what do you call it? The spray that you use to disinfect everything, like, you know, spray on whatever you want to spray. Yeah, it reminds me of Glen 20. That's really, so that, you know, Glen 20, just the original smell can, and then you can also get Glen 20, I think, lemon fragrance. It's in between both of them. Now, I like the smell of Glen 20, so you might think I'm really whack, but I'm not. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's what it is. It reminds me of Glen 20. And I really don't want to smell like Glen 20. I don't mind the smell of it when I'm using it for cleaning, but I don't really want to smell personally on my skin Glen 20. So that's interesting. Let's read the description, shall we? So this was, again, Juliette has a gun, sunny side up. Comes under the family of woods. And let me just clear my mouth. Woods, warm, dry, and sophisticated notes of woods, resins, and moss. I don't really get woods, but anyway. Sunny Side Up is a luminous sandalwood composition with a pleasant woody creamy tail, or trail I should say. A happy therapy to enlighten your day and lift your mind, because we all deserve a little walk on the sunny side. Oh, fancy. Top notes include jasmine lactone, amorous sandalwood, vanilla absolute. Heart notes are sandalwood, jasmine, sambac, iris butter. Base notes is ambrette, salicylate, I could butcher that. ISO E super. Don't ask me what that is. ISO E super. Wow. Okay. Lots of stuff. Now that I've left it for a second, and I've read the notes, yes, I agree. I can smell sandalwood, but it's more a sweeter sandalwood, not a, and that could be the other notes that are making it, like the jasmine and the vanilla, making it brighter. Because when I think of sandalwood, I think of, I was going to say dark and dirty, but that's completely wrong. Sandalwood can be sweet, but it's usually, when I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking more dirt. I'm thinking dirt. Yeah, it's hard to describe. It's sweet, but it's woody, more woody, and this is not. This is more leaning on the sweeter side than the woody side. Does that make sense? Probably not, but it is better than it was initially, as in the smell. I like it. I would say it'd be more feminine for sure. It's nice. It's not horrible. But I don't think it's a perfume that I would wear, to be honest. I think it's a perfume, if I had it, I'd probably like it, and I'd be like, oh, thank you, and I'd, you know, would wear it. Because, you know, when someone gives you something, you at least have a go. But, yeah. I don't think it's a perfume that I would wear personally, but it's not bad. Like, it's not horrible, and in the sense of like, ugh, that's just disgusting, I would never wear that. Let's put it down. I like it, I don't love it. So let's go to my favourite house. My favourite house of perfumes, which I haven't found one yet that I like, and it will happen. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you would know that I'm talking about the House of Creed, and the perfume House of Creed. And this is the name, which is really hard to read here, Millesime, Millison, I could be butchering that. Millison Imperial is what I can see here. So those are the little box it comes in. Millison Imperial from the House of Creed. Creed, come on. What is happening? Give me something. Will I like this perfume? Who knows? Let's spray it and see. I know, it's ridiculous, eh? You know, oh, okay. Smells right. Straight away the smell was soap. That was my first impression straight away, immediately. And I just put it straight to my face. It's, yeah, it was a soapy smell. Let me put it down, let me smell it. And powdery. Let me give it a second. Because I just then had this, it was like something sweet, but I'm not quite sure what it was. The first burst was, it's kind of sweet, powdery, and yeah. It's very strong. That's the one, I have to say, the one, I was going to say saving grace. If you're into projection, as in you want everyone to smell you when you're wearing a perfume such as myself, certainly I have to say I'll give it to Creed because they are very projecting perfumes. Everyone that I've sprayed and tested so far are very projecting, so I'll give them that as a positive. I haven't liked a perfume yet, but this makes me think of lemon. It makes me think of some sort of, it could be just lemon, a citrusy smell. It makes me think of, it's powdery. It's very strong. I have to like kind of smell it from like, not strong in a bad way, strong in a good way. It's just too powdery for me. It just smells too powdery. I'm going to put it down and let it sit for a minute because it might change. Let's go to the description and see what it has to say. So, Millesime Imperial from the House of Creed comes under the family of citrus. Zesty, tangy and refreshing aromas like lemons, bergamot and grapefruit. Also floral. The exquisite notes of freshly cut flowers and heady bouquets, and also aquatic. Aquatic notes the smell of sea spray or rain mixed with ocean accords. So let's read the description. This light and invigorating scent for women and men evokes the citrus groves and lush landscape of a seaside palace in Sicily. As versatile as it is beautiful, Creed Millesime Imperial can be worn by men and women for any occasion, from corporate suite to evening out. Originally created for a king? Really? La la. Millesime Imperial is a scent for persons of stature. The fragrance is famed for its golden look and feel that fits perfectly with the Oscar, Emmy, Grammy and Tony. A reason for this fragrance lasting popularity with the world's top entertainers, male and female. Millesime, is it Millesime or Millesime? Imperial is literally the gold statue in fragrance, and the bottle, just so you know, if you haven't guessed, is gold. Warm and romantic with crisp citrus and soft florals wafting on a sweet, salty air, Millesime Imperial transports you to another world of opulence and luxury. So top notes include crisp fruit notes, sea salt, heart notes of Sicilian lemon. That's that lemon. Bergamot, mandarin, Florentine, iris, and the base notes include musk, woody, and marine notes. So this is interesting because it's talking about citrus and it talks about that, you know, aquatic. I kind of get that, but the citrus is so strong that it kind of like you miss that, I don't know, in the sense of am I expecting more salt? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's a very hard smell to capture, in my opinion, in a perfume that, I don't know, aquatic or sea salty kind of thing. Because I kind of get it, but the lemon is so strong, it's kind of like stabbing the sea salt. It's like, no. Now, do I like it? That's an interesting question. I do like it. I don't know if I love it. I think this is probably the nicest Creed one I've smelt so far, so that's saying something. It's kind of the powdery thing has calmed down, and I suppose when they talk about the florals, that's what they're talking about. I kind of get that. One minute you kind of get more of that marine side of thing, but the lemon is so in your face that you kind of like want the lemon just to calm the fuck down and show me some of that salty ocean kind of feeling. I like it. I think I'd have to come back to it because the lemon is that strong. It's very it is true. I agree with that. It's a very crisp citrus. If you might remember last week, we smelt the Penhaligon's rackets, which was citrus, and it was very bright and effervescent. Nothing I've ever smelt in my life like it. This is nothing like that, but it's citrus, but it's very sharp. It's like, which, again, if you're talking about summer and you're talking about spring and you're hot and you want to wear something light and fresh and bright, this would certainly be it. But it's hard because I want to smell more of that marine side of things, and that's to me maybe coming across as flowery, which is like a floral thing. So I'll come back to the one. Probably the nicest Creed one that I smelled. Don't hate it. Ooh, what's happening? Who am I? Number 4. Let's go to number 4. And this is from the House of Frappin. And this is Laskarina. So that's the little box here. La 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 la. And I love these little boxes. They're just so cute. And I have to say, this house of Frappin, I think I want everything from their collection so far that I've smelt. They're just, wow. Amazing. Beautiful. So let's spray this one and hopefully it will be another cracker as well. Let's see if I can get out. Sorry, that was a good then a bad I don't know what that smell was, but it's nice. Oh. You know, it makes me think of the colour pink. It makes me think of Turkish Delight, if you know what that is. As if you don't. Musk and Turkish Delight. Kind of leaning powdery. Kind of. That initial reaction was the smell of Turkish Delight for me. Musk and Turkish Delight. It's sweet, feminine, definitely. I can't imagine it. I mean, a man might wear this because I've noticed with my Frappin, and I've got 1270 and the samples I've smelt so far, which was If. And what was the other one that I really liked? Oh, I'll have a look in a second. But when I put them on my skin, they're the kind of perfumes, even though this is quite strong in the paper, they sit closer to your skin. They're not like, which for this these smells I really appreciate because they're very sophisticated, which I really like. So that's why I'm so intrigued by this perfume house. Oh. It's kind of calmed down. There might be some sort of wood, like a light woody type of smell in there. I can't tell you what it is, but let's go to the description. That's beautiful. It's different in the sense the other two, the 1270, the If, and was it Checkmate? Could be Checkmate. That I smell have that real sense of like their spices and, you know, like not dark, I would say darker, but more heavier spices, but light at the same time, which is strange. That's a very girly sweet one in the sense of it's not girly, but it's sweet and it's not like crazy spices. Probably not making sense. Let me go to the description. So this was from the house Frappin, and Laskarina is the name, and it falls under floral amber. So I think it's the amber that's drying down to. Combines floral notes with subtle sense of spice. I don't really get any spice. Citrus fruity accords. Zesty, refreshing citrus blended with delicious fruity aromas. Let's read the description. Laskarina, Frappin's latest perfume, is an ode to femininity. Not the skin-deep feminine allure so often hailed by perfume, but rather a celebration of strength and determination of women. Fittingly then, Frappin looked to Laskarina Bobalina as a muse. I don't know who that is. The heroine of the Greek War of Independence in 1821 paints the very picture of an independent, tenacious woman. When she was left a wealthy widow in 1811, she used that inheritance to invest in 4 warships and push back the Turkish invasion. Frappin honours Laskarina's memory with a perfume of character. After all, she is truly a multifaceted muse, part wife, mother, businesswoman and adventurer. She was unfettered, fearless and her own woman, all qualities shared by the great heroines of history and early feminists. More than just a perfume, Laskarina is a tribute to womankind. Wow, he's bringing it on, isn't he? It applauds those heroines of yesteryear who blaze the trail for strong women today and salutes those who are still fighting against injustice. I love this description. Legends like the first woman to run the Boston Marathon 50 years ago, Catherine Switzer, who was forcefully opposed by the organiser mid-race. Every right one is a victory, the prize of a fierce battle fought by women who always refuse to never give up. Emily Begos, I don't know, I butchered that, rose to the challenge of finding the notes for, that's the perfumer, I know, I apologise. To the challenge of finding the notes for such a strong-willed perfume, she built a floral spicy juice, gently yet festy, reflecting the paradox of Laskarina. You could say it embodies the iron fist of a velvet glove. Starting off fresh, sweet notes, it ends up unyielding accords of pepper and amber, does it? Let's see. Yeah. It's still very sweet, and yes, you get what was it, Checkmate, that had the real pepper. Something had real pepper. This is like, if there's pepper, it's a very light white pepper, not like black pepper. This is really nice, very nice. Top notes: bergamot, grapefruit, pink pepper, pear. Heart notes: orange blossom, Bulgarian rose, and I certainly get orange blossom. The base notes is frankincense, black pepper, iris, and broxen. See, it says black pepper, and if there is black pepper, it's the most subtle black pepper I've ever smelt. But that's not bad. Like there is a smell of pepper. I think it's iris and orange blossom. and the smell is rounded out by the rose. That's really, really nice. Like I said, when it says pear, I do get that now, and maybe that's what the note was, that, like I said, it smelled like Turkish Delight was pear. That's really pretty. Now it's funny, I'm just reading a description of it, and they said that they didn't like it, which is, again, quite surprising to me. It's very pretty. When I read the description, I'm thinking of a more robust perfume. Do you know what I mean? But when I think of robust perfumes, I think more masculine perfumes than feminine. I know that's probably incorrect, but yeah, it's I suppose, how do you describe a woman in spices? It's very interesting. Yeah, I like it. I do like it a lot. It's very nice. It's not pretty, but it's very sweet, and it is, I suppose, in that sense, then it is strong. But it's, yeah, very nice. I do like it a lot. Let's go to number 5. And the last one today is from the house, it's Penhaligons. We're going back to them. And this one's called Elisabethan Rose. And here's a little packet it comes in. Elisabethan Rose. Oh, pretty. Weird. And yeah, let's smell it and see. This one, I'm assuming it smells like rose. Yeah, you know what it is about that last one, it's just really nice. It's intriguing. It's something, I don't know, that house is amazing. Anyway, let's go. Let's smell this one and get distracting. Doesn't want to come out. Yeah, it is rose. There's something else. Oh, I shouldn't have. What is it? The first. That was a big reaction. Wasn't it? Let me put that down so I can concentrate and describe what it is. The first smell, yes, very distinct rose. I'm thinking of my mum grew roses, and a real red. I'm thinking of red rose. I'm thinking of it like those really thick, heavy red roses. It was very strong. There's also a very I then got a sense of the smell of the rose itself, like the plant and the stems and the green, and when they're woody as well. Like you have the new growth smell of a rose bush, and then you have the older, more mature rose bush, and both those smells are coming at me. So like a woody smell, but there's this weird I was going to say nail polish, and that sounds terrible. Like a real, it could be alcohol burst or something that's really like lacquer. You know, with nail polish and nail polish remover, there's that kind of smell that you get. Yeah, it's a paint smell. And I don't know if it's because I sprayed too much and the rose is really, really strong. The burst was nicer than what I'm smelling right now, but let's go to the description, because it is very strong rose smell, which if you like the smell of rose, which I do, yeah, you can smell it. So this comes under the family floral, which is the exquisite notes of freshly cut flowers and heady bouquets. So Elisabethan Rose is a playful and wistful interpretation of the classic British rose. The heart notes of geranium and aldehydes, that's what it is, makes this fragrance sing and dance, while chamomile, violet, and of course rose swell the heart notes, filling your senses with the intoxicating aroma of bruised rose petals. Okay, is that what they're going for? Top notes is aldehydes and geranium. Heart notes, chamomile, violet, and rose. Base notes, musk, amber, and sandalwood. I know what they mean by bruised roses or crushed, when if you've ever put roses petals and squashed them between paper. I do smell geranium. That's that aldehydes is that lacquer smell I smell. I do smell chamomile. I kind of get a sense of musk. It's like and this is where, when we talk about, which we talked about in the previous one, when we talk about geranium, it's in this perfume, you smell it, but it's on the sweeter side, not that more greener side, dirty side. Like I mentioned, geranium can sometimes smell a bit, but if you are looking for a perfume that smells like beautiful red, those beautiful thick red roses that your mum had in the garden, your grandma had in their garden, this is certainly 100% it. It's I like it. I don't know if it's a perfume. I think I would wear it, but I don't think it's a perfume that I would be wearing every day. I think I'd have to be in a certain frame of mind to wear it. And the reason being is that I don't see younger women wearing this. I think they wouldn't be drawn to this at all. And again, this is my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong in assuming that. I'm picturing an older woman, like myself, no, wearing this kind of perfume or up. And I don't know if you want to see, I like it. I like the smell of it, but I don't think you'd want to smell like this strong of a rose every day. There's a lot of perfumes where you smell and you're like, I could wear this all day long every day, and it would suit, the seasons, and it would suit your mood and etc. This is a very specific day, definitely. It could be night, but go to bed. That sounds strange. I like it, but I don't think it would be one that I would buy myself, only because it's the rose of it is gorgeous, but I don't think I want to smell this strong of rose. So if you're someone who absolutely loves the smell of rose or want to smell like roses, I would definitely 100% say this is the perfume for you, because it's a beautiful perfume. It's very like that complexity of what a rose smells like. It certainly has been encapsulated in this perfume, but it's not something that I don't think I would want to wear all the time myself. So it's a good one. It's a cracker, but don't know. I like it, but no, not something I'd wear. So we get to the point in the video where we've got to decide which ones I'm going to spray on my skin. I think I'm going to go with the Hermetica, and I think I want to go with, do I want to go with the Frappin or do I want to go with the Creed? Let's go back to the Creed one on the paper. It does smell, it's calmed down a lot. The Juliette that has a garnish now smells more like vanilla. The Hermetica was really nice. What's this one again? Yeah. So I'm going with, today my two choices are, number one, Hermetica. We're going to spray that one first on my right arm. Left to you. I have a left and right thing, so yeah, you'll get used to that. Let's smell it on my skin and see what it's like. So this was Hermetica Amberbee. It's funny, the first, when it's in the air, what's the smell? It's not honey smelling, it's something, I'm trying to think of it. Resin? Sorry, I'm just trying to formulate an opinion. You're like, what? What does it smell like? I'm going to give it a second because I'll be honest with you. My first impression is I don't like it as much on my skin as I do when I had it on the piece of paper. Yeah, what were the notes again? Let's go back to the MER Essence, Bergamot Essence, Sweet Amber. I'll give that a second. I like it. But the first initial smell, I don't know if that's, I think it might be MER. I kind of like it. It's certainly very distinctive in the sense it's, again, a perfume I don't have in my collection at all. Or I don't have anything that smells like this at all. There's one note in there, I'm not quite sure. It kind of like you'll, I don't know if you know, you smell something and you'll smell it and it has like certain distinctive trail and then you'll smell it again and there's like a burst or something. That's what I'm kind of getting. And I don't know what that burst is. And I don't know if I like it as much on my skin, which is interesting. Let's go to my other one, which is a Frappin one. I'm going to smell that one, which I seem to really enjoy. I have to say that one is quite, the Hermetica is quite strong. Like, oh, strong. Maybe because I spray too much, but you know, you want to smell it, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's a an art to spraying and how much you should spray and all the rest of it, but you know, do you kind of thing, whatever. Just spray it in the air. So yeah, my reaction for this one straight away is I really like it on my skin and in the air. I don't with the paper, you know how I had that really strong sense of Turkish delight. I kind of get that, but not as much. I get more musky. It's very sweet. I'm going to give that a second as well because I want to see if the pepper comes out, because that's the thing I've found with a lot of these perfumes that have pepper, that smell. See, that's beautiful smell. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just smelling the air and it smells like that perfume. It's so nice. I'm just going to go back to this one. Now this is the one that smelled like licorice and now it smells like licorice. It's the initial, it's that initial burst. There's something which you kind of like, ugh. It's not like, it's not horrible, but it's not pleasing. But this is the one that's, it's kind of got sweet notes in it, but there's that sense of licorice. This one is just sweet. And I think it's that orange blossom thing. But this is a beautiful perfume. And again, there's that kind of sense of pepper. I do understand the pepper, but it's again a very soft pepper, which is very pretty. A pretty pepper. See, sometimes I smell this and I kind of have that sense of leather, like a very clean leather. But I also then have the sense of licorice, which is, you know, what's licorice? Aniseed, isn't it? Smell. And this didn't have aniseed in it at all, did it? But that's what I imagine is aniseed, as in, well, not aniseed, but licorice. Which I don't mind. It's one of those, it's a strange perfume because one minute you get a burst of something and then you get licorice. And it certainly, it dances, it's dancing, not in an effervescent way or like bubbly way, but, you know, mixing different, and I don't have anything like it. This one, again, it's very feminine, very girly in the sense of, like, it's not a man's perfume in any sense or shape of the form or whatever that saying is. To me, it's more that softer, musky smell now. And I'm pretty sure if we go back to that one, did it have musk in it? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Had frankincense, black pepper, iris. Is it iris? It's very nice. It's just very nice. Now, this is a hard one because I can't really say to you I have a clear winner. Clear winner in the sense of, do I like one more than the other? I mean, this Laskarina is a more bright, sweet perfume. Then this one is a more, not dark, it's got sweet, but it's a different kind of sweet. It's very hard to describe. You know what? I'm going to call it a draw. What? Yeah, I'm going to call it a draw today because I don't think one smells better than the other. They're both very nice. I like the idea that this is sweet and smells like licorice, because I've actually been looking for a perfume that smells... I love licorice, and I've actually been looking for a perfume that smells like licorice, and even though it's not in the description or anything, the only thing that for me is that initial burst, which I'm a bit, you know, wary of. Because that initial burst is not that pleasant. It's a bit, and maybe that's, you know, shouldn't be, and it says how it says to take 25 seconds to smell it to get the real sense of what the perfume is. I'm talking about the Amberbee here. It kind of has, plastic's the wrong word. It kind of smells like plastic, but I can't really tell. You know how some plastics smell a different way than other plastics? I know that's really hard to describe, but I don't know then if for me, if I was to buy this, if the initial opening of the perfume would distract me from actually plunging into buying it, Where the other one, the Frappin one, it this is this one. Its initial, middle, and everything is quite nice. It's very sweet. Yeah, it's very sweet. They're both very nice. But yeah, if you were forcing me to choose, I would probably choose the Frappin. Only because there's something in that start of the Amberbee, and I don't know, even in the air, but on your skin, once this calms down, that smell of like that, how I think it smells like licorice, but it's not, is very pleasing to me because I love licorice. But that from the initial spray to having it on your skin, the Frappin is gorgeous. So if you were to force me to choose a favourite, it would be today it would be the Laskarina Frappin, closely followed by the Hermetica Amberbee, and they're both ones that when I look at their site, they both didn't get a good review. And just a final thing, I'm going to go to the website I don't know, I can't even pronounce it, I'm losing my words today, but let's see what it says here, what it talks about. Black pear, yeah, pear, pink pepper, grapefruit, bergamot, orange blossom, Bulgarian rose. It's certainly the rose that oh, okay. See, this is the fun of just learning, looking at this site. The Frankentique it's a fragrantica. So that's a stupid name for it. It's fragrance, but not fragrance. It's Frankentica. Anyway, I could be butchering that as well, but it's funny why I'm laughing is that when you look at the notes, how they describe notes, how they use different names for things. I'm just going to look up the other one, which is the Hermetica, and what was that called? Amberbee. Hermetica Amberbee. Because that's all different. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. So that's what it is, it's amber. But sometimes it smells like licorice. And that one's just a very nice one. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the descriptions and I don't want to do that to you. That's it, everybody. That was 5 perfumes, 5. And hope you enjoyed this video. Please take the time to like and subscribe. Would love to have a subscriber because I haven't got one yet. So, yeah, there's that. That's okay. You don't have to subscribe. You can if you want to. Just do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, leave a comment. Do you own any of these perfumes? What do you think? Have you tried them yourself? Like, have you sampled them? Please let me know. And yeah, I'll leave it there today. And again, thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.